Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
All right, it is Lions Talk with Smokin Jeremy and BA, of course. We are here every Friday like we are to give our insights and everything else. But the first thing I wanted to go over is the injury report. And for once, the Lions doesn't look like a menu at a smorgasbord.
Right.
I mean, Taylor Decker returned to practice. Kirby Joseph, of course, he should just go to the IR. Tristan Colon's still in limited practice. Giovanni Manu's practicing again. Amik Robertson is expected to play with his hand injury because it's his left hand. Sayoni Vaki did a full practice. Coyote Awasika's been at full practice. Thomas Harper's been, which if he's doing full practice, he cleared concussion protocol. Trisha Mahogany has been a full practice all week. And yesterday, Graham Glasgow missed because his knee's still bothering him. Maybe he needs his man doll, like my doll for men. But anyway. But over here on the Pittsburgh side, I don't even know why they list Aaron Rodgers if he was a full practice both days. Ben Skoranek, their tight end, is returning. Jabril Peppers did not practice. He's been sick all week. He's a game time decision. He may not even be able to play. James Pierre will not play with his calf strain. Christian Kuntz was brought into his 21-day activation window and just returned to practice, so it's doubtful he'll start. Nick Herberg is more than likely out with his hamstring strain. Zach Frazier is probably out with his tricep strain. Isaac Samalo with his tricep strain is out. TJ Watt was destroyed by trainers like Tyrod Taylor back with the Chargers when Anthony Lynn was head coach. Cameron Hayward did not practice, but it was rest. Keanu Benton returned to limited. He's coming back off of that injury. And Derek Harmon is finally going to be playing again for him. So all those guys, there's a couple of those guys in there that we were told to watch out for, and they're not going to be playing.
Well, I wouldn't consider what's his face, Peppers, anybody. I mean,
no, I wasn't talking about Pepper. I was talking about Herberg. I was talking about Herberg and Samalo, the linebacker.
TJ Watt wasn't going to be playing.
Yeah, we knew that.
I mean, they're going to be, and then the reason why they listed Aaron Rodgers on there is because of the fact that Aaron Rodgers does have an injury to his wrist. What's up, Michael?
Right. Thank you, Michael. He's an author. He writes some good articles and some nice pieces. We've been chatting now for a few weeks. But, everything's looking not coming up roses, but it's getting better on the injury front for the Lions. And I tried to explain this. Even though we got 13 on the IR, 7 of them were guys that weren't even going to sniff the field. We're not talking about starters. We're talking about backup. The only starters that are out are TA, Kirby, and Brian, right? And Laporta on offense. That's it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, let's not underdo Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph.
No.
Those two are very big important ones. on our defense. So
Just a second. I gotta.
it is what it is.
Oh, he did it again. That bastard.
He got you. Kitty can. See if there's any other. Do. What the Steelers are saying. Oh. So it looks like that Tomlin in the 2023 draft, before the 2024-23 draft, he took Jack Campbell out to dinner, try to woo him, and he says he likes Jack Campbell, but he didn't get a chance to draft him because we got him. Campbell currently ranks 4th in NFL tackles with 143. Only Cedric Gray, Devin White, and Jordan Brooks have more tackles in the league right now. So he was definitely a hit on the defense. What's up, Robbie? Let's do this at our couch. I mean, we don't have a couch.
You know, when the girlfriend calls, you can't just ignore it. You have to say something.
That's why you text her.
No. No. Trust me, no.
Yeah.
But that being said, hello, Robbie. What's up, Jagoff?
Preparing for a physical battle. There you go.
Jerry Jones just said he's bringing back Javonte Williams next season because they signed him to a 1-year deal.
Yeah, we got two ex. I forgot we got two ex Pittsburgh Steelers on our team right now. Kazee and Mallet.
And Devontae Maddox. And wasn't Demonte Kazee a Steeler?
That's what I said. Kazee and Mallet.
Mullet.
I think Maddox was never a Pittsburgh Steeler. He was always a Philadelphia Eagle.
Oh, okay.
See, did you hear me when I said Mike Tomlin was about to draft Jack Campbell? He took him out for a dinner before the 2023 draft, and we got him instead.
Oh, that's
and he's fourth. Jack Campbell is 4th in tackles right now. He got 143 behind only Cedric Gray, Devin White, and Jordan Brooks.
Oh, look at that! We got our boys in there now.
Yeah, Max was a Pitt Panther. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's as close to Pittsburgh he got. Ricky Scotty. What's going on, Ricky, man? I haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on, brother?
Man,
what other things.
I mean, I love the Sanders. I thank you, Michael Johnson, best Vikings fan ever.
Mm-hmm. I like Mike. I like Mike.
Be like Mike. Be likable.
Right. Even if you are a Vikings fan.
Hey, not all of them are bad.
No. I find less Viking fans are, bad Viking fans than I do any other two teams we have in our division.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers caught Aiden Hutchinson a game record.
He can be. Steelers barely draft players from Pitt, unless it's a quarterback because they didn't want to pass up on the next Dan Marino.
That dude was nowhere near the next Dan Marino. That's the thing that kills me. Dan Marino had a hell of a college career at Pitt. It wasn't like he was a 1-year trick pony like Pickett was. Come on. That's what that was the stupidest draft Pittsburgh ever did.
Sure
That was the stupidest draft. Oh, you've been working a lot, brother? Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I got to get my grandkids together. Since I have 5 now, shit. So I'm in Christmas shopping for them. My own kids. Dad, what you going to get me for Christmas? A fat lip if you keep asking me. Because you grown. You're grown. I'm not buying you Christmas presents no more. I have my share of that. I might be nice to you. That'll be my Christmas presents. Yeah, the tools will be good. I don't know about being too arrogant. He got drafted to a team who had his offensive coordinator where he didn't do anything with. Hey, Megan.
Megan.
Yeah.
And he picked they had the tools to fail.
Right. I mean, he got drafted into a system that made him fail. I'm not saying that he would never, but he wouldn't be the next Dan Marino. I'm sorry. He wasn't that damn good.
No, but that's what they were thinking when they drafted him. Is what I'm getting.
That I'm saying, and that's why they're idiots. But anyway, it is a blessing, Ricky. It is. I love my grandkids, man.
Amen.
What's up, broski? How's it going, brother?
Bear! Good to see you.
That's one of my favorite Chicago fans right there. And I don't say that too much. Because you know I hate Chicago. Well, I don't know if he was entitled. It depends how he was playing it. Pickett. Robbie always wants to dog. He always wants to dog idiots when Pittsburgh did an idiot thing by drafting him in the first place. If he was drafted like 2nd or 3rd round, that would probably have been acceptable. But they drafted him in the 1st round. There was no quarterbacks in that draft worth drafting in the 1st round that year.
You know who they should have drafted? Tyler Linderbaum. They should have fixed their O-line and got him in the 2nd round.
Done that. No, they let the Ravens.
I am wearing an Oklahoma State Barry Sanders, buddy.
That's a Barry Sanders, Nick.
I'm a Barry Sanders fan. 99 Ring of Honor induction jersey is what it is.
Barry Sanders is had one of the best seasons of football at Oklahoma State in his last season. I don't think any player is going to match that.
The closest was Ashton Genty. Damn near broke his record.
Yeah, but he had less games to do it. No, Ashton Gentry's crap too. I wouldn't even say him. That's Barry Sanders ran. I mean, he was doing kickoffs too. He was returning kicks that same year. So
I hear you.
yeah,
I know what you're saying. I just
yeah.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah, I know you did, Robbie. I know you did. I think we agreed on that when we had our show. Yeah, he was a bad pick.
Hell, I said it on that was before we were talking. I said it on my draft show.
Yeah, it was a bad pick. Damn, Nick, really?
Yeah, he's young. It's okay.
I'm
I'll forgive him. I'll forgive him.
I'm sorry, Nick.
Well,
that's not his fault. He was born when he was born and didn't know anything where Barry Sanders came from. That's not his fault.
Right. No, not his fault. I'm not upset with him at all.
But that's why we're here, and that's why we're the old people here, and we have to, put
you
up on your history.
We have to educate our young people.
Educate. Jordan Anderson would have been a good pick in that draft. Yeah, you did say you wanted a receiver in that draft. Yeah, Barry is great. I met him when he was playing for the Lions. He used to go up to the Pontiac, and he used to what was that club name? It was him, Lomas. It was a whole bunch of Lions there. That's when I met them. They had Jerry Ball, Lomas Brown, Porsche was there. It was Barry. I think Herman Moore was there. I can't even. Was it the Palladium? I can't remember. Well, the club is closed now, but that's where I met him at. 94. Okay. 3 years before my son. So you're about in your 30. You should be 30, right? 31. Yeah, you're about 31 now.
Young people.
Scary Barry. Scary Barry was just that special guy. Never be another one like him.
Never.
Some players
in
history
most electric guys to watch in the NFL ever.
Yeah, the Seahawks-Rams game was wild at the end there. That was a really good game. I mean, I thought the Rams had it wrapped up in the first couple of minutes of the fourth quarter when they got that last touchdown. And then the Seahawks said, you know what? F that stuff. You ain't going to come to my house and beat my ass like that. The Seahawks, that fumble that they had.
What was it they said? You ain't beating me like a redheaded stepchild, something like that?
That's right. That's right, Robbie's. Scary Barry pissed excellence.
He sure did.
It's the worst thing, the most heinous thing about his career is he never got a Super Bowl. He deserved a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, he did, 100%. I will never say anything
Lions,
different.
Man. The Lions would have just traded him to San Francisco, let him get his shit, because he had a good team in San Francisco, but they ain't going to let him do that.
He wanted to go to Miami. He wanted to go play with Marino.
He wasn't going to win a championship with that team.
That's what he asked for. He asked to be, when he came back in the middle of the 2000 season and asked to be released from his contract, it was to go play with Dan Marino.
Who's that? Barry? Barry was always healthy. You must be thinking about Billy Sims. Billy Sims was one of the guys that was like that. Barry was pretty good.
Billy was, yeah. Barry never played less than 15 games in a season. If I remember right. Wasn't it 16 games the entire time he was with us?
Yeah, he didn't miss one game.
Okay.
I think he missed one game because he was actually sick. Like throw up flu sick. But other than that, I don't think he missed any games but that one game in his whole career.
Right.
Yeah, Seattle D is now. Miami blows. I mean, they were good back in the day when they had Dan Marino. Yeah, Ricky, our team, just our franchise back in those times are just, they don't care. They didn't care. They're just trying to put ass in seats. That's all. Seattle's D is top notch, and Stafford still covered them. Maybe Lions D isn't as bad as we thought after last Sunday. I think that the Rams D is not the greatest anyway. Seattle's D, they have their moments when they play really good, and then other moments and they just kind of like play where they played at yesterday. But a W is a W. I think the best defense in the league still is Houston. Hands down. I think Denver might be close to that, but I still don't think that.
Javed Best was the guy that couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah. Javed Best was that guy.
He was probably one of the ones that could have
been great. Still not very great, but great. That's what I say about Jameer. Jameer is great. I don't think he's very great, but I think he's great. He's greater than a lot of the running backs that I've seen over the years, that's for sure. But nobody's going to match Barry's. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he made the practice squad. He was a backup.
He was a good quarterback with the Wolverines, and he was a pretty good quarterback with Chicago too. I think when his days at Indianapolis wasn't too good though.
They were awful. Didn't they sign him off our practice squad that year? He didn't even stay the entire season, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Because they had an injury, if I remember right. And he ended up becoming the starter because the second string quarterback got hurt. Damn.
And Jim Harbaugh is probably on the same level as, he was a good quarterback. He just wasn't a great quarterback. He's one of those guys that would move your offense up and down the field. He's kind of like, what quarterback could I kind of compare him to today? Probably like Daniel Jones. As a matter of fact, he's kind of like Daniel Jones. He isn't going to wow you, but he's going to get you down the field once in a while and get you points as long as you got people around him. He was good.
Johnson or Jones? I don't remember Johnson at running back. Remember Kevin Jones and Kevin Jones.
Kevin Jones. What was that Johnson? Yeah, we had a lot of running backs that couldn't stay healthy, but those running backs they like to get injured running backs in the draft too. That was another problem that the Lions had.
Mikel LaFleur.
Mm-hmm. He was decent too.
Yep, they did, and I didn't like him as a person. Well, he's kind of standoffish and weird. He's kind of an antisocial guy, Jim Harbaugh.
He's about the business. That's what he's about right now. He's about the business of winning. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I don't think we had a running back with the last name of Johnson.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. We didn't have it. Jones, yeah. What's up, Jim? How you doing, buddy? And Steve, what's going on, Steve?
So, I think my keys to the game are the same as they are every week. We need carry on Johnson. Yeah, carry on Johnson. Balsa would need.
Yeah. Kevin Jones wasn't a bad running back. He just wasn't consistent enough. I remember the game he had against Chicago in Chicago when he was running right at what's his name, that linebacker that they had. He's a good linebacker too. There she blows. You know what? I think Jake Plum was actually a little bit better than him.
Jake Plummer had more athletic ability, 100%.
Yeah.
About the same arm talent, though, really. Decision making lacked more with Mr. Decision making was less with Jake Plummer.
Kerryon Johnson. Yeah, I forgot about that dude. That's how good he was.
When we drafted him, I thought he'd be good. I actually named I was one of the first ones on ESPN to name my public team, Carry On My Wayward Son.
Carry on my wayward son.
There'll be peace when you are gone.
There you go. It was yeah. Carry On was, yeah, he had promise, but came from Auburn University. He went to a lot of teams too. He went to 3 teams in 2021. Philadelphia, San Francisco, and back to Philadelphia again. He was a practice squad member of all those teams. Yeah, I don't know what the Lions saw in him. You know what? Abdullah wasn't special here, but he's been a very productive player on every other team he's been on since then. He was really good with Minnesota. He was really good with the Raiders. And he plays with, who does he play with now? He's doing pretty good. He's a second fiddle to somebody, isn't it? And not New England. Is it New England?
And I don't think he's in New England. I thought it was one of those second tier teams that isn't doing very good.
No. Amir Abdullah. Yeah, he plays on a pretty good team, actually. He plays on the Indianapolis Colts. That's who it is. Well, they're not anything special now, but
they were.
Lions by 10. Yeah, I don't know about by 10, by about 7.
I think it's going to be a 3-point game.
Can the Bears beat the Parsonless Packers? Yep, they probably could. It's in Chicago, too, so everything going for them. Yeah, college playoffs are tonight. You are correct. 3 games. Yeah, he fumbled a lot when he was here. Yeah. But when like I said, the other teams he went to play with, man, he was pretty good for them. He straightened his fumble problems out.
Can the Bears beat the Parsonless Packers? It depends on if everybody else can do their job on the Packers or not without Parsons. I think that's more of what it deals with, doesn't it?
No, I think Chicago can beat the Packers. You got to remember, the Packers aren't only at the loss with Micah. Like I said, Zach Tom is out too, and that's not a very good thing. Chicago's defense is meh, but they can get to the quarterback if they need to get to the quarterback. They got a pretty, they play kind of like the Lions defense has over the last couple of years. Lions defense hasn't been that great either. So, but they've made games where they, made themselves important. Damn, he played in the Carolina Panthers too. Dang. Yeah, I remember when he played for San Francisco, Vegas, Minnesota. Dang, he played on a lot of good teams.
Sure did.
When he didn't play with the Raiders. But I remember when who they have that season with the Raiders? He was behind who?
Yep, Zach Tom is probably out.
Yeah.
Zach Tom is out.
Zach Tom is out. Yeah.
And they lost one of their starting cornerbacks.
So Fred.
I think that on defense we got to run more zone than we do man. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have that deep ball as good as he used to do. My predictions are reliable as a placebo Viagra. But I got a feeling the Lions have one of their explosive moments like last year versus the Cowboys in Thump Fit Sunday. If we're able to get the running game going, especially with Herbert being out, because he was the guy that was filling the void where TJ Watt dropped off. So Herbert's out. Julius Peppers may be out. He's been doing okay. He hasn't been great, but he has made progress in that defense.
Nobody's worried about Jabril Peppers. Come on.
The Packers are going to put their moldy cheese on Chicago's deep dish pizza.
That sounds
kind of disgusting.
Sussy.
It's kind of disgusting.
Let's see. Josh Jacobs might not play either.
Yep.
He's been DNP and is back up. Both of them have been out. Marshawn Lloyd. Oh, he's already been listed as out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's listed as out. So they got to deal with Emmanuel Wilson again.
I know it says it's questionable here, but when this dude doesn't play, and Steve is right, he doesn't have not Steve. Steve knows the policy. He is listed here as questionable, but when you're DNP 3 games in a row, that does not bode well for you. Tight end Josh Wiley's out for the concussion. Josh Williams, the guard, is out. Yeah, when you DNP like 3 games and three practices in a row, it does not look good. And by the way, I mean, it's going to be an interesting game because both their top receivers for Chicago are out, and Nduze and Burden are out. And the linebacker, Ogaboga Bigamba, whatever his name is.
Did you really say Ogaboga Bigamba?
Ogaboga Bigamba. But he's out.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my Lanta.
Oh, my Lanta. So, I mean, we got it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to probably be who wants it more, basically.
We do.
I don't think they're kicking their ass, Steve. Bar, I don't think they're kicking their ass. I think that was a good for them at the moment. It was a good, feasible trade for getting Micah. I think Micah has done a lot on their defense. Even if he hasn't done a lot, he's helped the rest of the defense play very well.
Yes. When he was being doubled and triple teamed, the difference is they had Rashawn Gary on the other side breaking free. So let's not sugarcoat it. Because they had somebody opposite their star, they were able to do better. Yes, it is true. If the Lions win and the Steelers win, we're basically eliminated. But when they say eliminated, it means less than a 50% chance overall. That means on both sides. Right now, if we win out, we have a 14% chance to still win the division and 94% to make the playoffs. That's why it's 48% overall. You got to look at the numbers. That's what they're doing, is they're splitting the difference.
Bears have how many losses right now? Don't they have just one loss?
They've
2 losses. Don't they
have 4 losses.
Us in Green Bay.
In the division, yeah. They lost to Minnesota. They're 0-3 in the division. They lost week 1. Remember?
They still got to play.
They played.
No, they played Minnesota twice, so they're 1-3. Yep. They're just like us.
Yeah, that's the only one they beat was Minnesota.
The focus, Jim, is not really. I mean, we got to win all our games anyway, regardless. So 11 wins. If we win 11 wins, we're going to win. We're going to have a playoff spot because we'll be jumping over either the Packers or the Bears. This whoever wins this game is the one we're going to have to cheer against. So, I mean, whoever loses this game is the one we have to cheer against. So, if Green Bay loses this game, we got to make sure we cheer for every team that plays Green Bay. If it's not that it's going to be a problem for me, and Chicago is the same way. So, we just got, and Chicago's going through a gauntlet too.
Broski Bear, let me set it up so we can all fit on here. What's up, Broski?
What's up, Broski Bear?
What's going on, fellas?
Yep, Steve, that's Barry's college jersey.
Yeah, man, that's a cool jersey.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Courtesy of good old Mike Johnson, the guy that comes on the NFL Roundtable Talk, the Vikings fan.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep. He sent it to me for Christmas.
Oh, wow, that's awesome, man.
But he also sells jerseys, so if you need to look them up, or you need me to get a hold of them for you, let me know. These are fully stitched, Nike authentic. This is the 99 Ring of Honor Barry Sanders jersey.
Well, that's pretty sweet, man.
I love it. I am not going to complain.
Who would you like to see the Lions draft in this year's draft? Probably a center. Be nice.
No, tonight, because we lost last week, and I promised a certain individual that I would, I am doing a mock draft tonight.
Oh, really?
Yep, I promised one of my viewers that if we lost versus the Rams, I'd do a mock draft.
All right.
I mean, defensive end would be good too. I think the Lions got to start.
I think center defensive end is the right way to go.
Yeah, I mean, to me, if I'm the Lions, I might actually consider going left tackle with the first, whatever their first pick is, and then maybe picking up a D end next, and then maybe like a center in the third or fourth round, something like that. There's a lot of good centers, in my opinion, in this draft. I think this is a good center draft.
That's what they should go with first, though, because tackle is not really that much of a problem, because we can, if push comes to shove, we can slide Sewell over to the left tackle position, because that's where he started off at, and we can just have somebody start right tackle. Frazier was playing. If you lift it over, we mean Sewell's good.
Sewell's not playing left tackle.
Sure,
he's played it 8 games.
He will if they tell him to.
Already.
Okay, Sewell will not excel as a left tackle. Let me put it that way.
Yes,
that's why we drafted him. He was a left tackle all through college, so yes.
Okay. Who would be your right tackle then?
Right tackle, they were or Frazier, because they said they were playing him at right tackle, because
they said they're playing him at left tackle.
Left tackle, what tackle? Regardless of what it is, it's a tackle spot.
Yeah.
So I would say they would go center first before they even get any tackle position.
And then if it's between center and DN, most likely you'd probably take the DN first, because it's more of like a high-end position. You know what I mean?
How the guy's graded, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. DN, center. Yeah. I mean, I really do. And I told JB this, like, you know, after the draft, I was like, dude, Frazier and Ratledge are your guards of the future. I mean, Mahogany, great story and everything, but his ceiling's not as high as Frazier's, in my opinion. Great backup to have, in my opinion. He'd probably play either guard spot. I think you got two future studs in Ratledge and Frazier, for sure. Yeah, good tackle. I mean, good center draft. You can always get, if you do move Sewell to left, you can always get a right tackle. You know, third, fourth, fifth round, who could come in and start if he's good. I mean, that's not out of the question at all.
I mean, left tackle and right tackle are different in protection ways, but they're really not that much different. People give them too much credit for that. I think left tackle and right tackle are just about the same. Just the protection is just different, because you know you got most of your defensive ends that come on the left side anyway, or the right side anyway, for the left tackle spot. So that's who you want to have your strongest person on left tackle.
Yeah, and I think in recent years that's true too. Like, I think it is like kind of more evened up on both sides, where it's like, you know, it was like, oh, left tackle is just your blind side, you know, protection. But it's like, honestly, man, these defenses are so creative now, man. They're coming at the right and left tackle almost the same. You know what I mean?
Broski, you had alluded to this before. Who do you think is the best center in the draft? I haven't really been paying attention.
So I really like that kid Logan Jones from Iowa. I really like the big Polynesian kid from Oregon as well. I mean, those guys are studs, man. I think the kid from Florida is good too. Notice how I'm always going to name SEC and Big Ten guys. The kid from Florida, I think his name's Slaughter, and then Logan Jones from Iowa, and the kid, it starts with an L. His first name starts with an I, his last name starts with an L. Can I pronounce it? No. But the kid from Oregon, a big Polynesian kid. Built like a bowling ball.
I know
man.
what you're talking about too. Yeah, it's like a short name, but it's yeah.
Yeah. But there's other ones too. Like, I mean, this supposedly is a really good center draft. But yeah, man, should be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's okay, Gifted. Thank you for being here. Best center in the draft. There's a couple of kids. That Logan Johnson. I like the kid out of Oregon. I also like the kid out of Alabama. When his guards are playing better, he's great. So as we progress and we get better down the road, because Tate Ratledge will be a second-year guy. If Miles Frazier will have some limited, but be a second-year guy, and Christian Mahogany will be in his third. The guy I really want, and I know he won't fall there, Caden Proctor. That's the guy I want. I want him for my left tackle.
Ipani Loa Lutua 2 or something like that. Lalutu, that's what it is. Lalutu.
You said it right.
Yeah, Lalutu.
Yeah.
Lalutu, yeah. Well, not so much anymore, Gifted. I'm like I said, it's not that way anymore. It's not the hands in the footwork, because a lot of teams work double defensive ends now. A lot of teams can have double, defensive ends, so they have to play about the same way. Now, a right tackle would be different from left tackle if your quarterback's left-handed, so that means he'll be coming from a different side. So the blind side would actually be the right tackle side instead of left tackle side. But there's really not that much of a difference now in today's football.
No, because look at Aiden Hutchinson was all over that defensive line against both the Rams and the Cowboys.
Yeah. I mean, I still do think like it's definitely closer to even, but I still do favor the left tackle. You know what I mean? A little bit in that regard. But that kid from Miami he looks like a nice left tackle prospect as well. Again, I forget how to say his name. Miami Hurricanes have a nice left tackle. That Caden Proctor kid on Bama is enormous. I do like that kid, man. He looks like he's NFL ready. There's some good left tackles too, man. We got to look at D tackle too. We said DN, but DJ Reader's going to be gone. They might not resign Lopez.
I think Lopez may have earned something. You talking about Markel Bell, the starting left tackle for Miami?
No, his name's I think he's another Polynesian kid.
Because it says right here that it's Markel Bell and Jordan McPherson are the two guys.
God, I would know. You know what? I'm gonna have to look it up now because I would know the name if I saw it, and I don't think that is it actually.
I'm looking at him right now. Francis Maugio.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yes, that's it.
Markel Bell was
he's number
Maguire or something like that.
Francis
Markel Bell.
Yeah,
he's a stud, dude. He's a stud.
Okay. Markel Bell was the guy that got hurt. That was their starter before him. He wasn't the starter from the beginning of the season.
Yeah, but he's a stud. I'm gonna tell you this right now. He's a stud. Caden Proctor, stud. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got
6'8", 300. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like damn near 370 pounds or something, isn't he?
And he's 6'8". He's a young version of Dan Skipper.
He's 370, just about. Yeah, if you round it up, 366. That's a big boy.
He's a young version of Dan Skipper, and moves as good as Dan Skipper did when he was younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a guy who could that's a guy you want protecting your quarterback.
They got Jake Slaughter as the first center. Connor Liu as the second center.
Out of Auburn.
And let me look here. Parker Brailsford is the third center. That's the guy from Alabama. And Logan Jones for the Iowa. That's the guy that you mentioned. And Lelutu is the fifth one. Yeah, fifth ranked center.
But that's all pre-combine, pre-senior bowl, all that shit.
I like my draftbuzz.com. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Broski, how you feeling about the Packers coming to town with Lou Burden and Roma Dudze out?
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Zach
I'm not feeling great about that. So it's one of those things, man. It's like Luther Burden. You don't understand like the high hopes I have for Luther Burden. I actually, that guy is so talented, it's ridiculous. Rome's obviously Rome's a pretty damn good receiver already. Yeah, I mean, those are guys who. So Luther Burden's unique because he could play inside or outside, and they've been using him a little bit more on the outside lately. And which I think they're like, oh, he's a slot receiver. I don't know. He's just as good on the outside. Long story short, they're missing their threats on the outside. Like, okay, they have DJ Moore, and that's about it. You know what I mean? So it's like they're really gonna. They still have a good little slot receiver in Zacchaeus. And they have Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet. So hopefully Cole Kmet plays. Now he's banged up too. So we need to make sure Cole Kmet plays also. They got a couple good running backs. Hey, I want them to come at to go at the Packers like they did the Eagles. Like mix it up like that. You're gonna have to use your tight ends a lot, which I'm fine with. And DJ Moore is gonna have to be big. And the O-line is gonna have to be big.
So because Chicago is pushing back against Cook County about giving the tax breaks to Arlington Heights for the Bears to move, construction's been halted, I heard. And so your new owners or the young owners are threatening to move it, possibly not only to Lake County, but possibly out of state to Gary, Indiana.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say this. So when that came out the other day, music to my ears, honestly. Like, I'm probably one of the few Bear fans who are like, wow, that's awesome. I talk a lot of trash on the Bears ownership for good reason, I feel. If they were to actually buck up and stick the middle finger at the state of Illinois and move there, I would congratulate them. So that was an awesome move. The governor of Indiana, Braun, is all about it. He's jumping on it. He's pouncing on it. He's saying, hey, let's get it done. Let's work it out. I'm willing to work with you guys.
He's saying that I heard that the tax break would be 5 years straight where the state income tax on it would be levied. Gone.
Yeah. The tax breaks, and they would actually help fund it directly as well. Illinois is not willing to do either.
Right.
It's just like, there's no sense of urgency. There was never any sense of urgency by Chicago. There was never any, financial help they were offering.
My nickname would be, I would change the name. I'd no longer be the Bears. And there's one reason why. Because I think the alliteration would be perfect. The Gary Gladiators.
Oof, JB, you're killing me with that one. I would not. I just want to see the team get revamped. I want to see when they move into the new stadium. I want to see new uniforms, new logo.
That's what I'm
fine with the. I'm fine with the colors. But let's get some new jerseys, a new design. You know what I mean? Like, let's freshen it up.
New name, new jersey, new everything. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not going with the new name, but the logo, design of the jersey, all that stuff. Absolutely.
All it would be is instead of a C, it would be a G. And we don't want that to happen because guess what that looks like? It's just another version of the Green Bay Packers.
Well, I mean, I would prefer to call them, hopefully they move to Hammond, not Gary. I'd call them the Hammond Bears maybe. But
even with that being
But
said,
no, they would.
how much of a fan base is Gary anyway? I mean, that's kind of a
Oh.
weird thing. I mean, they're giving them all kinds of
Look at
stuff.
Gary is an industrial town still, and
Well,
they
Gary-
used to be big supporters of the Portsmouth Spartans back in the day, and I think they could support it because they're also going to draw in southwestern Michigan, where it's not going to cost as much to get there because you don't have to hit the damn toll road. You got the northern part of Indiana. I think
I mean, it's still the Chicago Metro.
And it would still pull people from Chicago because it's close enough. It's right on the
still,
border.
Exactly. It's still the Chicago Metro. I mean, from Gary, you can see Chicago. It wouldn't be anything like that. But the thing is, the Bears aren't just going to build a stadium. They're going to build like a whole, almost like a mini town around it. Like they're going to build, hotels, restaurants. They're going to build a park. They're going to build places to live. They're going to build all this stuff. And they're going to try to run public transportation right up to it as well. So, and that's what they wanted to do. They already have the designs out for Arlington Heights racetrack land that they bought. I mean, that's what they wanted to do there. So do it, man. Get out of that state. Flee from that state like everyone else is, and go somewhere that appreciates you and is going to help fund you and build something spectacular and do it the right way.
You're the first one I've heard out of all the Bears fans that talked about it that applauded it.
You gotta, dude, sometimes you just need a fresh new start. You need, you know what I mean? Like shed the old crusty losing ways. Like, let's just get it. Yeah. History and tradition's great. They'll still have that. And another aspect to this, think about it. Will they really keep Hallis Hall where it is in Lake Forest, like north of the city? If their stadium is in Northwest Indiana, no, they're going to move that too.
And you know what that does leave credence to? Another expansion team down the road.
Yeah, because Illinois is going to want one.
No, I don't think so. Like I
think we got 4 teams coming up, and 2 of them are going to be outside the country.
You guys, you got to understand, it's all about money. It's all about money. And guess what? They're not going to buck up for it to help any team. Yeah, they're not going to buck up and help any team that goes there. Therefore, they're not going to have another team there.
I love that.
Now, so Jeremy, you have that Oklahoma State shirt on. I always thought now it's a smaller city, but they could support a franchise, and they would, I think, in Oklahoma City. I think that I mean, you see how they support 100. That basketball team, man. They love college football.
They even support the Oral Roberts University in basketball.
Yeah.
Have you seen that stadium get packed?
You're not kidding. And I think Oklahoma City is a place that people keep overlooking. Like, they could do it.
They got the basketball team going great.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunder.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect thing to bring into the NFL. The Oklahoma,
as far as the NFL is concerned, because the NFL is the one that they're trying to make money hand over fist. And if you can put any teams anywhere, San Antonio should have a football team.
True.
Any Texas City team should have a football team. Man,
don't they have
freaking
people
love football?
But those are 2 good ones, man. Like Oklahoma City and Santa Ana are 2 legit places for expansion teams.
Another one is Santa Fe, the home of Amazon.
Well, I'm going to say this, and
Toronto and Mexico.
Yes,
State.
I was just going to say that. Toronto, yes, absolutely.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There will be 2 in the country and 2 outside the country, and I think the first 2 outside the country would be Mexico City, Mexico, and then Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Yeah, Mexico City, I'm going to have to go. Definitely not, but Toronto, absolutely.
I think we're getting
Mexico City would support. They would put a lot of money in that football team. You know how many people live in that damn city that love football? Shoot. I'm talking about American football, not regular football, but they love American football there.
No, I hear you, man.
People will take trips down there just to see.
I agree.
I never considered the Bears moving to Indiana until the other day. When I heard it, I lit up. I'm like, oh, that would be so awesome. And then I read Governor Braun's comments. I'm like, do it, guys. Just do it.
Indiana, I believe, is like Michigan, too. There's no tax on food. There's for sales tax. The property tax is a lot a significant amount lower. So is the state income tax in Illinois.
Yeah.
And it's not a no-fault state.
I hear that, and to be completely fair, the Bears have always stated they want to stay in Chicago. They're just getting no help, no sense of urgency from the city, nothing. And this is for years. Like they bought Arlington Heights Racetrack in February of 2023, and so obviously the rumblings started before that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. The state, they put a bill in to pass a millage through that the voters voted for. And it had to pass through the House and Senate afterwards to go to the governor, right? The House and Senate voted it down. Your own Congress, your state Congress voted it down. When the people voted for it.
Yeah.
So,
dude, it's ridiculous.
I remember the millage because it was in the 2024 election, not too long ago. And I was like, oh, they approved the millage. They want that stadium built. They want something better than Soldier Field. Because I'm sorry, Soldier Field for years has been kind of a shitty stadium.
I mean, dude, the maintenance on Soldier Field is trash. They don't do the upkeep. It's the smallest capacity stadium in the NFL. Like, get out of there, guys. I don't even want to rehash because I've been saying it so much lately, telling people how they lost out to Lucas Oil Stadium when the Bears decided to renovate Soldier Field instead of build a new one. 20 years ago. So
yeah, 20 years ago when they added the UFO to the top of it.
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden Lucas Oil's hosting the Super Bowl because they built a nice stadium. They're hosting the NCAA Final Fours, Big Ten championships, like all this stuff that Chicago lost out on.
Yeah, you probably thinking that Gary needs to have a economic boost because they've lost population. They've lost at least
guys,
30,000 people in population since 2000.
Yeah. Your homework is to go on YouTube and do a tour of Gary, Indiana, and let me know what you think. Like Gary and Jackson, Mississippi, are like the two most depressed non-cities, like big towns, like in the country, and they're on a level that it's just horrific, honestly. But don't take my word for it. Go on YouTube and take a look. Do a Gary, Indiana tour or something.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I mean, because it's, and not to say anything for that fact, but it's a predominantly black city too. So the residents in there make up 79. The African American black residents make up 79.11% of the people.
I'm saying there's no industry, there's no jobs, block after block of dilapidated houses. Like it's something else, man.
Like it used to be Detroit. I mean, it's Detroit when it used to be like that.
But we are coming up against
springing up.
The huddle. The next huddle show will bump us off a Roku, but we can continue going because I'm not on their YouTube if we want.
Because you're on your YouTube, right?
So those injuries, Parsons, Zach Toms, the cornerback, who else? And then Josh Jacobs is dealing with the lingering one. He's questionable. Marshawn Lloyd hasn't played a snap all season, and then Wilson is supposedly having an issue too, right? For the Packers,
I thought Wilson was pretty good. I didn't see him on a. I didn't see him.
I thought he was limited. Oh, he's not on there.
Okay. He might be better, but yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see how this game goes. That's all I can say.
I think you guys have a very good shot at winning it, though.
I do too.
Sorry,
especially being at home.
Green Bay is just not. Yeah, that and the fact that there's just too many injuries right now to Green Bay. That's really kind of more of a morale kind of thing.
And they lost 2 weeks ago. They lost Devontae Wyatt for the season.
Yeah, and Zach Tom won't be playing. They got him as questionable, but you don't get DMP for 3 practices and think you're going to be playing. Right. I haven't really seen that.
And Marcus Golden, he's kind of not done as good as everybody projected he would have. Everybody said he was the best wide receiver in the draft, and he falls to there. And what has he done?
Well, I think that's more an effect of the quarterback than anything else. I think Jordan Love needs to get a little bit better. He's in his third year of playing. And how many years has been on that team before that? Like two or 3 years before that?
Jordan Love, this is year 5. He sat for 2 years. This is his third year as a starter.
Dude still can't throw a deep pass accurately. I don't understand what his problem is.
He's all right, man. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Amen. Matthew Golden has been up and down like my blood pressure this year for my Lions. Amen, Gifted. Good comment.
He's been all right, though. When he's out there, at least he's catching passes and not dropping them like some people do in that team. Dobbs is still leading that team in drops, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy because he missed a few games to start the year, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he missed our game. The first one. Well, at least Jaden Reed is practicing. He's full practice. Luke Van Ness is practicing. It should be all right. But I just don't think they're going to beat Chicago. That's all I got to say. Even with Chicago missing 2 guys, 2 good receivers, I still don't think that's going to make a difference.
It's making me nervous, man, because, like, honestly, I saw how much just not having Rome affected them last game, and now Burden's out. Burden was, like, I think their leading receiver last game against the Packers. So, yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I want a different approach this game. I want the same approach they used against the Eagles when they went into Philly.
Well, they drafted Loveland. Let's start using him a little bit more.
Well, they have been lately, but
oh yeah, he's got the most yards of any rookie receiver or tight end in the league since the beginning of November.
Isn't that crazy? Swift is the X factor. When he has a great game, the Bears dominate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say their backfield in general, like their running game in general. Like, let's run for 200 yards on the Packers. Like, let's do
it. I know. It's crazy. When Swift was with us, I think the most games he played in a season was 15. He could not stay healthy any season.
They were talking about that last night in the Seattle game, about the dual backfield threats. And the Rams have Williams and Corum. Corum is really turning out. See, I told everybody, Corum's going to be trash when he gets in the NFL. Okay. He's a very good running. There's a very good running back for Michigan, and they won a national championship with Corum. Come on, Corum was killing everybody.
They brought him in the right way too, though. Like, you know what I mean? They didn't bring him in and say, "Hey, you got to carry the load." They're almost bringing him in and saying, "You're the complimentary. We're working you up to being a complimentary back," which is great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all about how you bring people along.
And with Corum, he has that deceptive speed because he doesn't have that great burst right off the get, but he has excellent top end speed. Once he hits there and is with his power, he's elusive as hell.
Well, I think the thing that impressed me most about Corum, I mean, like he was doing in Michigan, he was just running through people. I mean, just bulldozing.
Right. But that's what I mean. That's why he didn't get up to speed fast. And then after he got through a couple of tackles and he had that one breakaway, he's gone.
It's kind of happy in seeing Walker yesterday. He broke out of and he had a nice long run. That dude has been failing at life this year. I don't know what's
he had a game, man. He had a couple nice. Mm-hmm. He had like a screen pass or a pass he caught and took off, and a nice couple of runs. Like, yeah, he did well. Are you guys doing picks today or what?
Oh, we do them on Wednesday night. That's what the NFL roundtable talks for. But we can do picks right now.
Oh no, I was just wondering.
Yeah, we can do it. I got the schedule right here. I keep it in here. So I'm going to turn off the live scroll of the comments for a second. We're going to go through this. All right. Well, we know what happened last night. Rams eked it out, right?
No, Seattle won.
Oh, wow. Wow.
38
we all got that wrong. Oh. Wow. Wow. What a game.
I picked Seattle.
All right.
I didn't pick the Rams.
I could have swore
I
you
was
picked
in
the Rams.
Seattle. No, I picked
Okay.
Seattle.
All right. So they swept the Rams this year, didn't they?
No, they tied one. Rams won in L.A.
Oh, okay.
Seattle
That's
won in
right.
Seattle. It was about as close. Both
right.
games were real close. Yeah.
All right. Green Bay at Chicago. Who you got there, BA?
No, Chicago.
I'm taking the Bears as well. No, wait. I'm going to do this in honor of you, Broski. Last time I picked the Bears to beat Green Bay in Green Bay, and y'all lost, I'm going to pick Green Bay with the reverse psychology.
Yeah, I'm picking the Packers until I see the Bears beat them. I mean, dude, they're like 1-13 against them last, like, whatever, 13, 14 games, like, or 1-12. And missing these two wide receivers is going to be a problem. And I'm using reverse on myself as well because I picked the Bears last time and they lost. So I'm going with, I think the Packers will win.
Is anybody picking the Foreskins to win? With that horrible defense.
It'll be a close game, but I think
that's a tough one, man. Commanders always split with the Eagles. God damn. I'm going to give the Eagles the benefit of the doubt on this one. I'm going Philly.
Same here. I'm going Philly too. New England at Baltimore. Which Baltimore team are you getting?
New England at Baltimore. Yeah, that's a tough one as well, man. That's not an easy one. The Ravens need that game a lot more. The Patriots lost last week, but they played tough, man. Like it was, they fell victim to a Bills team that needed it more. I just don't think the Ravens have what it takes right now. I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
BA?
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens. Ravens just shut out Cincinnati in Cincinnati. So
yeah, but they had most of their losses have been at home. I'm going New England.
And then New England had a 21-point lead on Buffalo and let that go. Good team. If you're a good team, you don't do that.
It's a division game too, though.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not using that as an excuse. Sorry.
Yep, and the game was flexed. That's actually going to be the Sunday night game now. The game that is on at 1:00 is the Bungles at Miami. It's the toilet bowl of the AFC again. Wow. Who you guys taking in that one? Because that's a 1:00 game now.
Tua's benched. Isn't that?
Yes.
And they're starting Sewers, correct?
Yep, they're starting Quinn Sewers.
And Burrow's still starting for the Bengals, right?
Yep.
Yeah, give me the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Buffalo at Cleveland. Anybody taking Cleveland and Shaduki Sanders?
I'm not.
No.
I'm
okay. Chargers at the 1-star rating system.
I think at this point the Cowboys have pretty much given up. The Chargers are starting to charge a little. I'm going with the Chargers.
BA?
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers.
Go Chargers. Jets at Aints. Both teams are another toilet bowl game, but this is AFC versus NFC.
Yeah. Again, really liked what I saw out of Tyler Shuck last week, man. Clutch drive with 55 seconds left. Yeah, give me the Saints at home.
Yeah, I got the Saints too.
I going the same way. Tampa Bay, who's been floundering almost as bad as Carolina lately, 2-6 in their last 8 games. Carolina at least is 500 through this point. Who you taking?
Yeah, I got my eyes on this game, and yeah, the Panthers at home. I'm going to take the Panthers at home, and yeah, that's what I'm doing.
How about you, BA? I'm doing the same thing. Baker's muffin, the yeast failed. It didn't rise.
Baker, both of his shoulders are injured. Not even just one. Like they're both injured. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
One is the labrum and one is a cracked clavicle, if I remember right. Correct?
Yeah, Baker a mess right now.
Yeah, he's not looking good. That's why Teddy Bridgewater has been playing more lately. But anyways, Minnesota at New York Giants. I'm going to say this: the Giants will lead for 3 quarters and fail. I'm taking the Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings. I think they're going to get it going at the end of the season, and they're gonna either beat the Packers or the Lions one of their last 2 games.
They're beating the Packers. Anyway,
I'm going with the Giants. I don't trust Minnesota. They just got shut out the game before that, and that was on the road. So I'm not. I don't feel safe in Minnesota right now. Minnesota is one of those teams that are just all over the place.
oh, Kansas City with Gardner Minshew versus Cam Ward in Tennessee. In Tennessee, who you got, BA?
Even without Patrick Mahomes, I think Kansas City wins this game. Tennessee is awful. They've been gifted 2 games, basically.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with the Titans in this one. I think Minshew is been trash for a couple years. I just never thought he was really that good. I think Chiefs, they know they're out of the playoffs. What are they going to do? Play spoiler for the Titans? No, that doesn't even make sense. I think they're just cashing it in early. Titans, young team trying to prove themselves. I go with the Titans here.
This is the Titans Super Bowl gifted 26. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Just overall talent's better on that team still, even with Gardner Minshew at quarterback. Here is your flip-em game because it should be that good at 4:05 on Fox. Jacksonville at Denver. What a game that's going to be.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm going with the Broncos at home. It's one of those things like Jacksonville's a good team. Trevor Lawrence, a.k.a. Pretty T, is still just a little bit too inaccurate and efficient. A good quarterback, but, he's still, like, if I'm not mistaken, like 57, 58% completion. It's going to catch up to him this game. I like that Broncos defense at home. Give me the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm taking the Broncos, too. I don't believe in Jacksonville.
Well, both teams are playing really good defense, but the sack numbers are heavily in favor of the Broncos. I will give them that. So I'm going to take the Broncos. I think Jacksonville can beat them. Will they is another one. He's at 59.7 completion percentage this year. He's thrown for over 3,200 yards. He has 23 touchdowns and 11 INTs.
That'll catch up to him, too.
Season.
A lot of interceptions.
Yeah.
TDs.
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe in Jacksonville. They only go as far as Trevor goes, and Trevor's already showed you what he does in the playoffs.
Here's another toilet bowl: Atlanta Falcons and Arizona Cardinals. 4-10 versus what? 6-7. 6-7.
Trash.
Yeah, trash.
Yeah, is Brissett starting at quarterback? Correct.
Right.
Yeah, Brissett's still starting because Kyler Murray's out for the year. His orbital bone had not healed properly.
Yeah,
he probably whacked it on his controller when he lost at COD.
Dude, well, these teams are both a hot mess. Give me I don't know, man. I'm going to take the Cardinals because they're at home.
BA?
Yeah, I'm taking the Dirty Birds.
Which one? They're both birds.
I said the Dirty Birds. Carolina Panthers, not the Dirty Birds.
So dirty. So dirty.
Oh.
Filthy.
Give me the fail chance because they still got running backs. Arizona's down to their 4th stringer.
Oh, yeah.
Las Vegas at Texans. Is anybody picking the Raiders?
No.
Absolute trash. I'm taking the Revs.
Yeah, Houston's
okay. So yeah, Texans.
Bombardier.
And we're gonna skip to the Monday night game for now. San Francisco at Indiana with Philip Seaman Rivers throwing his first touchdown. His wife was pregnant the moment he got home.
Yeah, I think Fertile Phil shot his load last week. Give me the Niners.
But it is an Indy. It is an Indy. What do you got there, BA?
Oh, San Francisco's got that one. I don't believe in Indy anymore either.
If they can get Jonathan Taylor going, it's going to be a rough day for San Francisco.
Well, if they get Jonathan
Fellas,
Taylor going, yeah, they will.
diabolical.
But they're going to focus most of their defense on Jonathan Taylor, and teams that have done that have been successful against Indianapolis because they got no quarterback. I don't care how Rivers is. Rivers ain't going to turn into the Rivers of 2018, 17.
Like 2020. Last time he played, he got him 11 wins.
No, he ain't turning that one. Sorry.
Rivers exclaimed, "I'm coming." All right, last but not least. Pittsburgh at Detroit. Who you got, Brusky?
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions in this one. I just don't see how Pittsburgh's defense is cooling down that Lions offense. I mean, I do think the Steelers' offense is going to present some challenges to the Lions defense. I mean, the Steelers have this like 3 tight ends, each one a different shape and size, serves a different purpose. They have a big receiver in Metcalf, two dual threat running backs. That being said, I just don't see the Steelers defense stopping the Lions offense unless Jack Sawyer turns into TJ Watt in his prime and decides to do stupid things.
Right.
Give me the Lions.
BA, I know where you're going.
I'm going with the Lions only because I think you're right too, Broski. I think the defense on our side is going to have a little bit difficult matches. I think Pittsburgh's going to try to run what the Rams ran against us the last game.
Yep.
Problem with that is their quarterback is not as good as Stafford. Their running backs aren't as good as the running backs on the Rams, and their offensive line is not as good as the offensive line on the Rams. So
Not at all.
that's the equalizer. So that's what I'm saying. The defense is going to scrape by. Our defense is going to scrape by and get that win.
Isn't the Pittsburgh offensive line ranked right around where the Cowboys are?
I wouldn't be surprised. They're not good. They're not good.
Like,
they're not
like
good.
bottom end of the middle of the pack, right? Somewhere between
Yeah.
19 and 22.
Yeah.
Metcalf is going to get Megatron treatment double times galore. Actually, what I want to see us do is that bracket zone where you got the safeties in the cover 2 deep, backing up the cornerbacks, and the cornerbacks the mid, and the linebackers spread out, except for whichever one's blitzing. That's what we need to do versus this team.
I just need them. Lions have been historically bad at covering tight ends. And that big dude tight end that they got over there, they need to really focus. Not Firemouth. No, the big tight end, the new guy.
Granick?
No, the new guy they had, the rookie that they got on there. That huge guy that one's an offensive lineman that moves like a tight end. Yeah. Well, he is a tight end, but I'm just saying he moves really well. He's like what Penei Sewell is if you would move him over to tight end position.
So, just because Broski's team is in first place, before we sign out, you figure out his name. I'm going to start us off with breaking down the division from the bottom up because this is in honor of Broski because he loves it. Skull! It's like saying score, but with a cock in your mouth. The Vikings are 6-8. The Lions at 8-6 are in third place. In second place, it's FTB. Fuck the Packers. 9-4-1, right?
Yes.
Yes, Packers are 9-4-1. It's stupid ass tie.
And last but not least, at 10-4 overall, it's Buck the Bears. Soon to be the Gary Bears.
Yeah.
The Hammond Bears.
Yeah, the Hammond Bears.
Darnell
Washington. There you go.
Yeah, he's 6'7", 310.
Oh yeah, that dude.
And runs routes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And don't forget, they are in last place because they've been skull fucked by everybody.
Yep, grab them by their French braids.
Ranked 8th.
I want to thank everybody for watching.
Really?
Well, gentlemen, you have a great weekend.
Well, thank you for dropping in, Brookie.
Sir. If we don't see you by
Sunday.
Christmas, man, you have a very good Christmas too.
Yeah, you also, man. Have a great Christmas, guys, if I don't catch up with you before then.
So I am going to do a New Year's Eve pick'em show or Christmas Eve pick'em show and a New Year's Eve one too. You know why? Because I can. So if you want to be a part of it, broski, it starts at 9:30, and all we're going to do is talk about whatever news broke throughout the week, maybe review the games, and then go into the pick'em.
Well, brother, I will tell you, I appreciate that. I will be occupied that night, but
Most
I do
people are.
appreciate it.
I just figured I'd throw you the invite. Most
Yep.
people are. BA,
Thank you.
you'll be there, right? Or you got stuff going on too?
Yeah, I ain't got no life, man. So I'll probably be there.
Hey, at least we're not 6'7".
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
guys.
Have a good night. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Much love to everybody in the chat, and we are.
Turn it up, it's that time again. Jeremy realizes he's your best friend. Every weekday, Evan, you know the vibe. He's shouting one ride with that rockin' tribe. Rolling up the scene, light up that fire. Jeremy's in the booth, taking us higher. With a grin and a laugh, he's got the crowd in a blaze. Smoking out the haters in a rock star haze. The stories that inspire and riffs that will ignite. When one pride echoes, everything feels right. Jeremy B. live every day at 11. Yelling one B ride like we're in rock heaven.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.